Hey, this is Maulin Parikh, your Calgary real estate agent, and I'm standing in one of the urban pollinator gardens in the community of Vermilion Hill. And I'm proud to finally present to you the complete tour. So I welcome you all to Vermilion Hill. Let's get it. All right, so what are we exactly covering here on this tour? We'll go ahead and kick it off by taking you guys to the Google Earth flyby tour to give you a complete analysis of where we are in terms of proximity of the location, along with what is around this area. Let's get it. All right, and welcome to the Google Earth flyby tour. I know this one has been long awaited, but I promise you I've been hard at work making sure that we have all the information that you need to go ahead and make the best decision about whether or not Vermilion Hill is the community for you. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and jump right in to the tour itself, and we will kick it off by taking a look at a bird's eye view of the city of Calgary. Just to give you an idea, where is Vermilion Hill? Well, it's located right here in the southern region, right where you see the show home pin down here, and it's a blue shaded area. That is exactly where Vermilion Hill is located. Two of the major hubs that I always go ahead and point out in terms of access is the downtown Calgary core, which currently is about 26 minutes away from you if you need to commute there. And if you also need to get to the Calgary International Airport, that is located approximately 38 minutes from Vermilion Hill right now. So with that said, let's get right into the community itself, and welcome to Vermilion Hill. It's developed by Qualico Communities. Now, if you have had a chance to go and take a look at my Sterling Home tours here, they are the parent company of Sterling Homes. So if you haven't had a chance to take a look at that, I will go ahead and include a card for you to check out some of their show homes as well. But it's coming in at 160 acres, which is not that large of a community, so I would consider it to be a small to medium-sized community. By the time that they are done building this out, it should take approximately 8 to 9 years to build out the entire community. You're looking at approximately 1,700 homes, give or take some homes there, and it is currently selling in phase 2. There will be a total of 6 phases on the complete build out. There are also 3.2 kilometers of pathways within your own community, along with having 6 parks as well. There are certainly pathways and parks that you have access to right next door to Alpine Park, but just within your own community, if you don't want to leave it, you have enough to do, enough parks to go ahead and stay entertained and busy with the kids. Speaking of Alpine Park, that is the bordering community to Vermilion Hill. That one is much larger, coming in at 476 acres, but you certainly have access to a good amount of the amenities that will also be in here. One way that I really assess how well thought out and how well planned a community is, it really comes down to access points. And so in terms of the access point to Vermilion Hill, you have 2 access points, one of them being the biggest one, which is currently open, and that is the Fish Creek Boulevard Southwest 154th Ave Southwest exit. That is currently open, and that currently is what you will use to get into the community, which is located in this red shaded region on my right side. There is another access point to also get into it, and that's the 162nd Ave Southwest. Keep in mind, this one is currently closed. This will be opened in the future here. I do expect that over the next 2 to 3 years, as they continue to expand and build out Alpine Park, that eventually the access will open up as the roadways are built out within Alpine Park, so you can actually drive on them. Currently, it is just dirt roads throughout. There's a lot of construction that's happening there. Now, in terms of getting in the community itself and just having an idea for, well, how far are things and how do I measure it, I figured the best way to go about it is to go ahead and drop a pin for the show home that is located in Vermilion Hill, and then just give you an estimate based on that, plus or minus a couple minutes here or there. But hopefully these are fairly accurate numbers to give you an idea of where you are. So with that said, I wanted to go ahead and kick it off. Well, that's great, I've bought the home in Vermilion Hill, but I'm thinking about shopping and groceries and how do I get access to like my dentist or my doctors? Do they have any commercial centers? Well, Vermilion Hill will have a small commercial center that will be built within the community. The largest commercial center that you will see, however, will be right next door to you, right in Alpine Park, and you will certainly be able to go ahead and access that. And that is the green shaded region that you see right over here. So not only will you see a lot of density as you drive through Alpine Road here that gets you to Vermilion Hill, but you'll see a lot of that. Now, there is plans for, of course, shopping centers. There is a massive commercial center that will also have fitness, and they're planning on putting a hotel that will also be on the Alpine Park side as well. If you don't want to go ahead and use this and you need access to a larger community center, or sorry, a larger shopping center, you have the Taza Exchange. Now, Taza Exchange is a massive planned commercial plaza. It's coming in, just the entire area is coming in at almost 400 acres large, and it is approximately a 9-minute drive currently from Vermilion Hill. With that said, you have access to a Costco that is located within the Taza Exchange. And once again, that is, when you think of a new community, when you think of expansion of a community, there's a few things that you want to always consider. And I think a lot of these companies that, for example, like your Costco's and your Starbucks, when they do consider getting into communities, they always think about, well, what does the actual build out look like? And so as Costco came in first on the west side, they knew that the entire area was going to grow along with it. Having access to the Costco makes things so much easier from a shopping perspective. If Costco is not the only thing that you're looking for, look no further than the shops at Buffalo Run. Just to give you an idea here, right now, there are over 60 retailers that are already here. I mean, you've got, so I'll kind of run through this with you real quickly in terms of just the categories that you have, but you have everything from your banking, your fitness, health and beauty, pet facilities, professional services. You've got quick service restaurants as well. You have some retail stores, and you've got a veterinary clinic already there. Not only that, there are a ton of other stores that will also be coming here as well. So just to give you an idea, they have a ton that's coming in the Buffalo Run area. I love what they have gone ahead and done with this. There's just so much that is coming in the space. So I promise you, you will have more than enough amenities going into it. All right, so the next thing we have on our list is schools. Where will my kids go to school if I buy in this community? Great question. So Vermilion Hill has designated schools that have already been given to them. They are, for K through 6, it's going to be the St. Jude School. As of right now, that is approximately an 8-minute drive from the show home. You also have access to St. Stephen's School, which is going to be for grades 7 to 9, and that is approximately a 12-minute drive. And for your high schools, which will be from your grades 10 to 12, it's going to be the Bishop O'Brien Senior High School. I know what you're all thinking, Maulin, why are they so far from where we currently are? So the one thing that I want you guys to understand when it comes to schools is, while there are schools next door to Evergreen, depending on the population, depending on the study that's gone ahead and done, and to see also how busy those schools are, sometimes CBE will go ahead and designate new communities to areas that certainly have the room to go ahead and bring on more students. So just to give you an idea of, I guess, how this all works. So the Calgary Board of Education, aka CBE, will go ahead and submit a plan to Alberta Education. They'll go ahead and decide, hey, these are the top priorities of schools, these are the top priorities of communities. Where is the actual pressure of where we need to go ahead and build these schools? They'll designate a plan. Based on that, they will also have 5-year studies on the population growth as well to go ahead and estimate what future growth looks like. So while you may have been told that, hey, schools are expected in the next couple years, based on today, end of April 2024, there is no timeline right now for the Calgary Board of Education to designate any schools in Vermilion Hill as we speak. We should have more information here over the next 2 years, but because we are still building out very early in the phases, I do not expect the Calgary Board of Education to announce any sort of schools until at least 2028 to 2029 for Vermilion Hill. Now, there are other schools that are also located. Just to give you guys an idea here in terms of public schools, you'll see that there's the Dr. Frida Miller school here as well, along with the Marshall Springs School, which is located in the community of Evergreen. Not only that, you will also have access to Catholic schools if that's something that you're also looking for. You'll see over here green pins here of Our Lady of the Evergreens, along with actually the Bishop O'Brien is also a Catholic high school as well. So there are a lot of options here, but the designated schools for Vermilion Hill that has the room for it for the time being are the three schools that I had listed off. Once again, that's the St. Jude School for your K through 6, the St. Stephen's School for your 7 to 9 grades, and also your Bishop O'Brien High School for grades 10 to 12. Now, the next thing we want to go ahead and consider is public transit. If you need to go ahead and commute to the city, if you need to get downtown, how do you get there? So the station that you'll be using is going to be the Fish Creek Lacombe C train station. There are no designated train stops or anything that is currently either in Alpine Park or Vermilion Hill. They have not planned for any of that for the time being as well. So you will need to go ahead and commute to the train station here. Just to give you an idea, right now it's taking about a 12-minute drive to go ahead and get to the station. There is no bus routes right now in Vermilion Hill. It's very early in terms of the phase. Once again, we are in phase 2 of the build out. There is also no rapid on-demand transit from the Calgary Transit Authority either. We are hoping to hear back regarding that over the next 2 years as we get deeper into the phases as well. So the next thing that we want to also consider is, well, hospitals, right? Proximity to hospitals is very, very crucial as you're planning on where you're going to go ahead and be. I have gone ahead and notated light orange pins here. So just to give you an idea, you have access to 2 major hospitals and you have access to essentially urgent care as well. All of it is under 20 minutes in terms of the radius. So just to give you an idea here, you do have the South Health Campus that is located approximately 18 minutes away. The South Health Campus is located in the community of Seaton in Southeast Calgary. You also have access to the South Calgary Health Center. That is your urgent care. That right now is approximately, give or take, about 15 minutes from Vermilion Hill. And last but not the least, you have the Rocky View General Hospital. That is located about 17 minutes from where you currently are as well. So you have access to all 3 of those. Feel free to use those as needed. The other thing to also go ahead and consider when it comes to it is, well, you have these beautiful mountain views that surround Vermilion Hill. Not only that, you have incredible city views as well. What does it look like in terms of routes for me to either get to Canmore or Banff or to Kananaskis? So you'll see a complete white road map right over here, and you'll see that the white road map right here takes you to Kananaskis, Canmore, and to Banff. You're looking at anywhere between about an hour to Kananaskis, about an hour and 30, give or take, to about Canmore and Banff as well. You also certainly have access to get onto the yellow roadway here to also get to Bragg Creek. So you'll see that located right here on the southern area as well. If you have any questions regarding any of the information that I've gone ahead and submitted here, please go ahead and reach out to me. I will leave my information here on the screen, and I'd be happy to help you decide if Vermilion Hill is the community for you.
I'm going to take you through the community of Vermilion Hill to get a feel of what it's like living and playing in this community. It'll be a combined aerial and on-ground tour, so let's get started. As you take the exit off Stony Trail to get on to Fish Creek Boulevard, 154th Ave Southwest, you'll be driving through the community of Alpine Park on Alpine Avenue to get to Vermilion Hill. Alpine Avenue is the main artery running through both communities. As you get to the community, you'll see that we are well underway with phase 2 of the build out, and this project board shows you a good idea of what the next 4 phases look like from a residential and commercial perspective. You'll see a combination of various home types throughout Vermilion Hill, so that brings us to our first stop of front drive homes. Your 3 main builders will be Sterling Homes, Homes by Evie, and Genesis Builders. You can purchase a front drive garage bungalow between 1,200 to 1,400 square feet. A 2-story home starts roughly below 1,700 square feet to 2,700 square feet above grade, and there are options for a 3-story front attached home starting at 2,100 square feet going all the way up to almost 3,000 square feet. I've had the opportunity to tour all 3 show homes, and you'll find the tours on the Vermilion Hill playlist card on the top right-hand corner. With a variation of 0, conventional, and walkout lots, there are quite a few options to choose from. Please note, there are no more walkout lots available facing the pond. So, if you're looking to purchase, please go ahead and reach out to me, as I have an incredible relationship with all of the builders here in Vermilion Hill that we've gone ahead and leveraged for my clients to get them amazing deals in this community.
Well, in terms of amenities, right off the bat, you'll notice that there is walking pathways, and that's something that Calgary is obviously gone ahead and known for. But the fact that the developer has gone ahead and built a beautiful walking path that you can have for your morning jogs, along with areas like this, which is the urban pollinator garden. It's just a place to be able to kick back and enjoy the views after a long day. Not only that, because you're sitting high up on a bridge, you have beautiful views, whether that's looking over at the city or you have access to some gorgeous mountain views.
As come with communities that get developed, if you're looking to move here, you'll have to mentally prepare to deal with construction, trucks, and a ton of dust. However, if you're an individual like me who likes to get into areas early on where the perspective is going to be tenfold, you can't go wrong with buying in this community. Next, we're going to be taking a walk through Alpine Avenue to see the area of laned homes. Before we get into that though, I wanted to point out the incredible mountain views that you can see right off Alpine Avenue. Just absolutely stunning. Your builders for laned homes will be Shane Homes, New Vista Homes, and Broadview Homes. For those of you that are not aware of what laned homes are, they are homes that have a separate detached garage facing the back of the home and a back alley lane going through it for access, hence the term laned homes. While it was a bit muddy back here, this should give you an idea of what your access looks like for garage parking if you are looking to purchase a laned home. Also, I received quite a few questions regarding what the distance between homes look like for 0-lot laned homes, along with space for having a side entrance. Lastly, you'll come to semi-duplex homes, which are homes that have a single party wall shared with your neighbor. Your builders for semi-duplex homes will be Shane Homes and New Vista Homes. They start at 1,600 square feet and go up to 1,800 square feet. All home types for front garage, laned homes, and semi-duplexes come with an opportunity for a side entrance and to build a legalized basement suite. So, if you're interested in making Vermilion Home your home sweet home, don't hesitate to reach out to me. I have a great working relationship with the builders.
With that said, if this is your first time on my channel, please go ahead and hit that like button, tap the subscribe button, and show a little love to that notification bell icon. And if you're a returning watcher, thank you again in joining me, continuing to support, like, comment, just supporting me all in general. I truly, truly appreciate it. And well, until the next one.